everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. We made this junk journal cover a while back, and I want to go ahead and construct this journal now. So I'm going to be bringing you along for a craft along if you want to hang out. Maybe you're working on a journal and you want to just be doing some things with it. Well, we're just doing some things. I have some papers picked out already for the inside of this journal, and basically what my papers are going to look like. I have some coffee dyed paper, some stencil paper, more coffee dye, I think it's avocado dye, more stencil, some college rule that's been dyed, more stencil. I just thought it kind of went with the dark, mysterious, murky, musty theme of this junk journal. So, yep, that's what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to put one of these mysterious pages on the inside. So it's got a bit of a nature theme. It's a flour sack that has been dyed and actually stenciled on. And now she's going to come to full fruition. So I already have 3. I think I have, where's 3? Oh, I guess I have 2 folded up of these. So I just want to show you how I do the insertion part. Let me just do a quick measurement here. That's either going to be really close, or I might have to shave it down a bit. No, it might work just perfectly. If I'm recalling correctly, this might be a 9x6 journal. Let's just measure it to see. Okay, what do we got here? We got an 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, there we go. So 8.5 by 5.5 will bring you right flush to the edges with your paper. And if you're not okay with that, and if you mismeasure at all, your pages are going to stick out a little bit. Normally, to be sure, if you have a 9x6 journal, an 8.5 by 11 regular piece of printer paper folded in half will fit in nicely. And it'll give you a nice little 1/4 inch or so border around, just so your pages sit inside. So I think I probably will do a little trimming on these. I have showed this in the past, but I will show it again for anybody who has not seen it. So basically I take my pages and I organize them according to whatever way I want them to show up in the journal. Make sure if you have writing on your pages that you check to make sure your writing orientation is going to be in the correct way. And if you forget and you accidentally put a page in that comes in upside down, you can either remove that page and you can add an extra page. If you so choose, you don't have to untie everything. You can actually glue an extra half page here and do a fold out, something like that, to give it the extra page that's missing. Or you can, you can tear it out, or you can cover it up. So let's say there's something on here that's upside down and I don't want it that way. Well, you could just come along with another piece of paper and just glue that right on there, and all of a sudden it's gone. See that? You could just cut that out and have it be like almost like this would look like a border around it if you cut it to fit. So just a couple ideas there. Okie dokie, I hope you're having a fun day. Just playing with the papers today, so it's guaranteed a fun day over here. All right, so feeling kind of fall, mystical, mysterious, suspenseful. I think this is always a great time to make these kinds of journals. I don't know, the fall, the winter season seem to really, let me back up a little bit so you can see what's going on. Okay, seem to be great times to make those types. So it's not a bad idea to clip these. You can use regular paper clips or these big ones. Doesn't matter. Just make sure that when you're doing your cutting, that all your papers are all the way back. And that way they're all nestled together and you're not getting oddball sizes. They're all going to be cut at the same length. Now, you can cut them all separately, which is not a bad idea. I do like to cut them together. I think only 3 are going to fit in here. I have a funny feeling this is a smaller journal, and I think 3 would be plenty in there, don't you think? See, it's already got that going, so yeah, 3 is definite. Oh, I used 8.5 by 11 inch paper, just regular copy paper size, and I have 12 pages per signature, and then I folded them in half. So each signature will have, you multiply by 4. So one signature with 12 pages folded in half will be 48 pages in that one signature. And then you just multiply by how many signatures you have. And that'll give you your total front and back head count for pages. And if you put a nice sash on this, that will squash the book, so it'll be nicely like that. I have had some requests for blank or writing journals to be sold, so I'm going to be making some of those. So you will see some of those come through. And I'm going to try and use November as primarily the selling month for my shop for holiday stuff. So I'm going to try and get things done and put things in there, and they may or may not have a video, but I will, you probably will see me making some of the things as we go. So let's just do this. I think, oh, do I have an extra page? No, I think that's over there. So I think 3 is going to do it for this one. And I think this will be one of the writing styles, but I would like to trim it down just a little bit. Okay, so get them all together. And I like to get your spines at the same place. Actually, I'm going to take off these big things because I think they're changing the shape of everything. Okay, and I don't know if you can see this, but there's little pieces that stick out, and that's because the interior pages get shoved out farther away from the spine when you fold it than the exterior ones. So I want to get rid of that. I don't need to trim off a lot, but I am going to trim off some. Maybe I'll put one on here just to hold the whole corral together. The most important thing is that your spines are aligned when you're going to do this. So you want to have your tops and your bottoms aligned. Get your tops and your bottoms aligned, people. And then your spines aligned. So here, here, and here are the most important. And then you want to, it's easiest on a craft mat where you can make sure that everything is flush before you cut. And then I come along with it's always handy to have a sharp blade. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give myself the gift of a sharp blade. Oh, give yourself this gift. This is so worth it, especially when you're doing a cut like this. I don't know how sharp this is, but it's probably dull knowing me. And I like to, this is what I do. I close my eyes and I do that. But you should really wear eye protection, hazmat suit, and you can use this little end thing, which somehow works to break it off, but it never works for me. So if you can figure that out and it works successfully for you, have at it. Okay, so I'm going to say, oops, now everybody moved. You can't all be moving now. You can't all be moving. All right, well, we're going to, you know what, we're going to give you a big old, we don't want things to slide around. It's best if everybody is anchored put. So if I anchor here and I anchor here, I can cut here and here, as long as everybody is flush. Okay. It's always tricky working with the camera because it's my phone and it's right in front of my face, so I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that great? Okay, so let's do that. You're not quite flush at the bottom. I see you down there. If you give me a hard time, I'm gonna trim you off. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trim you off when you're not looking. Okay, so I think I'm going to take off I'll take it off from the top and the bottom. So a good healthy 1/4 inch to, it's not a 1/2 inch, that's more of a 1/4 inch. So I'm just gonna go down firm, firm. Keep everybody still. You do this slowly. You don't have to do this quickly. It's okay. It's okay. It's a-okay. Everybody breathe. We're going through. I think we're on the last one now. And I think we're through. Let's double check. Oh, we're almost almost all the way through. We just got one last little page, I think, in the back. And then you can use this for fun clusters and stuff like that. You'll be making clusters till the cows come home with that stuff. Now, okay, so that's all nice, right? Ooh, that's really nice. Okay, so now here, let's go this way. Now these have all the little bird beaks on the side, the ones that are sticking out. So I want to shave all that off and bring them flush together, which I think will make sure this is aligned with your craft mat line. And then make sure this is equidistant here and here. Can you see where, oh, yeah. There we go. And let's do this. Okay, I think that's maybe go a little further out there. I think that's a good spot. That's maybe a little further. Let's go a little further there. Yeah, I just want the bird beaks off. So I can always take off more, right? But you can, and if you end up taking off too much, there are ways to fix that. But right now we're just gonna focus on this. Okay. You can do extensions, you can add trim, paper trim, things like that, that will extend it if you went too wonky. And you kind of gotta give it a chance to cut through. I'm just like shaving off little bits here and little bits. But sometimes that's the way it goes. I don't know, is that the way it goes for you? It's the way it goes for me. I'm just some person crafting along right here with you guys. Learning as we go. Make that a little longer. Yeah, if you find that you're butting into your ruler, then extend this a little bit more so it doesn't butt. Nobody likes an inappropriate or unwelcome butt, right? Okay, so there you go. All right, did we get it? I think I need a little bit more down here. All right, and you could do this with your guillotine if you want to do the individual ones, but I think that this allows them to come out nice and flush with each other. There. I think maybe my blade is dull already. Could it be dull already? I just seem to be doing a lot of cutting here. Usually it only takes a few things. Okay, so now we look. And is it all nice? And you know what's a nice little tip here when you have it all together like that? Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. To grab your old friend's sanding block or sanding sponge. Okay, it's a sanding. It's kind of it's hard. It's blockish and spongish at the same time. But I'll take it when it's together. Go along and sand this, and it's going to give the nicest little roughed, grungy, worn, vintage, antique, old papery kind of look. And you can take this off now. You can do that in the bottom. Yeah, these are worth grabbing. This is also good if you just need like one little sheet off and you can't quite get it close with the scissors because it's awkward to get close sometimes. Sometimes you are trying to come along, but you end up cutting down into, and you don't want that because you want to come and do straight, but the bulk of your scissor keeps you away from going straight. Come along with a sanding block and just do this. And that will sometimes get rid of all those little issues. All right, here we go. One more side. So these are those little things that can make all the difference. Yeah, they really are. And this is actually another beautifully opportune time to ink the bejeebers. Yes, now, if you want to ink the ends of your paper, that's always a nice look. You can do that. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, I'm just trying to show you some little different ways you can spruce things up, make them a little different, add a little layer, level it up a little bit. Here's Vintage Photo, or Distress Oxide Vintage Photo, just the one that I grabbed. And I'm going to put a little bit of water on here because I am notorious for leaving my lids off and everything dries out. But the ink is still in there, so sometimes you just have to add a little bit of water to activate it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do this. Yeah, so it's kind of like a one move. It's a one move Sally. See, all you have to do is hold them all together and you get just all that work done in one fell swoop. It doesn't ink seriously every single edge of every single paper, but when you're looking at the side of your book, it gives you that little antique-ish vintage edging look, which is kind of cool. All right, and you can do this in any color. It would be pretty in gold too. If you had gold paint or something, you could do that. Okay, and if you want it a little more pronounced, you can hue. I call this hewing. It's just bringing in the corners, almost framing it like an old vignette. If you want to do that, you could do that to every page if you want. You'll be here for 100 years. Or sometimes you just want to do it to the outside signature pages that are holding your loveliness here. It's not really necessary to do this side, as this will be flush against the back of your spine. All right, so we have that. Yeah, oh, what? Oh, I'm sure we could have so much fun with that, but I am going to let it go. It's okay. It's okay, Pam. You can throw some stuff out. It's okay. All right, so now these don't have any particular up or down, but even if they don't, I want to keep them in this orientation. In other words, I don't want to do this maneuver at this point. I want to keep them all like that because they all were cut at the same places, and they'll be the nicest in this orientation. And if you're unsure and you're scared and you can't remember which is which or what is what, you can always put like a little pencil mark that can be erased at the top front of all of them, just so you have your orientation. That's very easy. You could also add a little baby paper clip to the front top front page. That will also be an easy way to do orientation. And what we're going to do is we're going to work back to front. And oh, there you are, my old friend. My old crocodile. This is how I like to make holes. It's not mandatory. You can use an awl, A-W-L, or a pokey tool, or a big needle, and or a hammer, and a nail, stuff like that. But I just find this so easy. I just love it. And it gets me moving. All right, so I'm going to take my, see? No, you can't see because here. See? Uncovered. Totally caught me right in the thick of it. I've covered it now. There we go. All right. And sometimes these get a little stiff. You want to loosen them up, give them a little flexaroo, make sure everybody's strong and in place and not going to run away anywhere it shouldn't go. Okay, so now I have a dark spine covering here. I'm hoping this little trick's going to work. Let's see if it does, but I'm going to bring in close. Sometimes it's helpful to have one white jelly pen around. These things don't last forever. They dry out like crazy, but sometimes it's just good to have one. Let's see if I can get it to write. Probably not. Are you all dried out? Yeah, you're all dried out. You don't want to talk to me anymore. Fine, you're going in the garbage if you're not working. You're just going in the garbage. Let me see if I have another one. Actually, I have a bunch of these things. Here's this guy. Maybe I got you more recently. Oh, I got a little going here. Okay, so you can see there's some. Okay, so I just want it for marking purposes. So I want to be on the inside of my spine, the insides of the folds, okay? And then I'm going to put about an inch down, insides of the folds. Eyeball this. You can use a template. You can use a ruler. All is well. There, about halfway down now. Just placement holes so I can see where I'm shooting for. Okay, I'm up, 2, 3. All right, and so we are going to be initially making an exposed spine, and we have the choice if we want to cover the outside of the spine with anything we would like, a lace or another piece of this material, or a piece of leather or something like that. That might look cool. But you can certainly make it a hidden spine. What is this? Stuff is a mess. I got to clean my desk here. This stuff is getting everywhere. Okay, we're just going to have to do a big brush off at the end. But we carry on. Okay. So. Now I'm going to take my 3. Where are my 3? Here you are. Here's my 3 as they were originally. Take them all together, and I'm bringing down the spines are all together at the back. That's the most important thing here. And then we're going to turn this whole operation sideways. And this is the easiest way I've found to do this. Okay, now my book is going to magically have about 1/4 of an inch all the way around the signature block. And I'm going to line that up. Now you can't see. Okay. I'm going to line that up. So there's about 1/4 of an inch down there. There's about 1/4 of an inch across here that I can see. I know it's kind of hard to see for you guys. And 1/4 of an inch here. And you can massage it a little bit, move it around till you get your happy place. Because this is where your book will live. This is where your your signature block will live. Your signature blocks. Okay. So now what you want to do, go back here, keep it in place, make sure everybody's okay. And then you're going to find your first dot. Okay, this is the bottom of your book. And you're going to come up against here and you're going to make some marks. Make them strong because sometimes you miss a signature here and here. So we're marking where we are going to actually punch. This is going to help us keep everything in line. This is the secret sauce. This is the golden ticket right here. Okay. Now I'm afraid that I said that. Yep. Okay, so these 2 are the top ones. I'm taking them and putting them over there, top one up. This one, I am going to open it to the middle. Where are you, middle? You can look at the end to find the middle and push it in there. And if it's not all tight, do one of those deals. And then you can put this aside for a second. You take this, and then you're gonna, I like to fold it back a little bit on itself. There's my top front, okay? And keep it all together. And you can put, if you're uncertain, you can put a clip on it here, just to keep your papers together. That's okay. And then I'm gonna come with the Crocodile 2 Big Bite, and I'm gonna make the little hole. The little hole, that's the little punch. This is the big punch, okay? So in the middle, the 1/8, can you see that? The 1/8 is the little hole, the 3/16 is the big hole punch. So I want the little hole punch for this. Okay. I'm just gonna come here. And what I'm doing, I'm looking from the side. I guess my head is over here. I'm actually more on the side than that. And I'm looking where that black dot is, right on the spine. And I'm punching right there. Yep, punch. And then, nope, you got to pull out because even though it's a big bite, it's not big enough. Yeah, I know. There should be a bigger bite. Just saying. There we go. Okay, so we have our first one. And let's do now let's just get our orientation again. There's my dot, so that's my front cover. So just leave that, sorry, so you can see. Just leave that like that, and then put that down. Okay. Now go get your pile. Now this is the top. So you know what, I'm gonna put 2 dots in here so I remember. Top, okay? Top. That's the top one. I'm not gonna do that one next. I'm working from back to front. I'm again finding my middle, okay. Let me put you back here. I hope I don't click off. Is that in the middle? I think so. Yep, okay. And I'm going to fold it back on itself, okay. And if you're unsure, come in with the big guns and put a paper clip down so you feel better about everything. It's okay, just make sure it's all flush. And then put your paper clip on. Turning it this way, and I'm going to punch me holes. Okay, I'm not going to move the camera again, but I'm just going to. It goes pretty fast when you kind of get rolling. It's not hard. You can do this, and you can also do this with an awl or a nail. And just make sure if you're going to nail, you have something protecting your table underneath, so you don't nail into your table. Don't want anybody nailing into their table. Okay, so that's number 2, and there's my dot indicating the front. Okay, so put that down. It's number 2. Then I have number 3. Finding the middle. Where are you, middle? There you are. Okay, and I get my paper clip of paper clips. I had 1 million of them here. Where'd they go? Yeah, there were 1,000 of them here. And I purposely grabbed a bunch so I wouldn't have this problem. Oh no! I just poured my drink on my, hang on. We're having a calamity at the moment at the Paper Outpost. That's right. Okay, get the napkins. Okay, well, thank goodness that's just pretty much water. It's a little bit of electrolyte drink, but hey, I think we're okay. We've got a little bit of rippling, but we'll work with it. Okay, don't have your drink on your craft desk. That's why. Yeah. Oh boy, there's water everywhere. Okay, let me just tidy this all up. All right. Hang on, let me clean up for a sec. No, I'm going to keep you with me because this is what really happens. This is it. This is the down and dirty. This is, oh, there's the paper clip I couldn't find. Got you out, and everything's wet here. Look at that. Everything's soaked. Oh my gosh, I must have really, really poured it out. Well, good thing it wasn't more full than that because it was a tall glass and I had drank most of it. Yep. All right. Oh, there goes the book cover. Yep, it's one of those days. All right, let's just get some more napkins here. All right. Well, it's a good way to clean off the old craft mat. There we go. Let's just get that all dried everywhere. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. Okay, that's all right. It's not that bad. Okay, we carry on because we're crafters. No, the book's a little damp, but it'll dry, and you know, I think it'll look even more weathered. Hey, that'll be awesome. You could say you saw it when. All right. Okay, cleaning all this off. Got a little more here. Make sure there's no wetness anywhere. Don't let me messing up my distressed pages. All right, are we recording? Yes. Okay. Whew! Life in the craft room. I got a few drops there, but I think it's going to be okay because this is already sort of a messy design, so I think it's going to be all right. See, that's a water drop. Okay, now back to where we were. We have this. Oh, there's the ruler. That. There's my double dot. This is the very front one. Okay. I'm just going to put this on here to anchor it. Keep it all together. Fold it back upon itself. Boy, you sure made something easy look complicated, Pam. Way to go. Oh, you know, when you guys hang out with me as much as you do, you get to see everything. When things go right, when they don't go right. So, you know, when things don't go right, you just got to roll with it. And don't let it stop you from having fun. I think that's the biggest thing is just keep moving forward. Because you will figure it out. It's still wet there. Oh, maybe the bottom of my... Oh, yeah, here we go. We had a little wet feet on the crocodile. Yeah, it's all better now. All right, so we have this guy, and this is number one. So we don't want you yet. We want the back guy. So this is the back guy. All right. This is how he is. There. Okay, I think this is some, this is waxed thread. You can use embroidery floss as well, but I think I'll use waxed thread for this. And this is a charcoal gray color, which I think will look good with this book. So the magic here is you go 1, 2, 3, and then cut. And then since we have 3 signatures, you're going to do that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Oops, I lost track. It's it doesn't have to be exact, but just pretty darn close is good here. 2, 3. Give yourself a little extra just in case you want a little extra, and you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. 1, 2, 3, and we are done with this. And one of these will last you quite a while, so you may want to get maybe one dark one, one light one, or just get one light, whatever. You know, but they're fun and easy to work with, and I really enjoy using that. Now I'm going to get my blunt, and it doesn't have to be blunt, it could be, this is actually a sharp end, but just a big-eyed needle. Get yourself a big-eyed needle to make your day a lot easier, and then thread that mama. Okay, and then get your cover. Here's my cover. Okay. And make sure you're in the right orientation. So that's my front top. Okay. Thread through the middle. We're doing the 3-hole. No. Back up, Pam. You forgot to punch the holes here. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Remember all those white dots? I'm just going to focus in on those and punch those with my 1/8 hole puncher with my Crocodile 2 Big Bite. It's a CROP as in Peter. ADILE Big Bite number 2. But if you put Crocodile number 2 or Crocodile Big Bite, it'll come up. You're looking for it. I have a link in my Amazon shop, but you can also buy these at, I've seen them at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure probably Michael's and that carries them as well. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now I have my holes here. Okay. This is the orientation of the book. Look at that. I've already started. I'm going through the middle, doing the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I have 3 holes. Middle, middle. So middle signature, and then middle book cover. Up north, top signature, the one to the furthest to the right. And then top book cover. Oh, I hope I didn't turn that around. No, it's okay. Double check to make sure your orientation is right, and you can never double check too many times because for some reason, if you aren't thinking about it, the phone rings, you know, you go to the bathroom, you come back, you think you're fine. No, you're not. Double check, trust me. It'll save you hours of woe, and I don't want you to have woe, I want you to have fun. Okay, so now we're going to go through that middle. Again, we're coming home. Everything comes full circle in life, right? So, yep, even your 3-hole pamphlet stitch comes home full circle. All right, so we got that. Now, you can even it up a little bit here, so your little angel wings that are on either side are approximately the same length. It just makes it better for you. Okay, and just make sure that everybody's sitting inside, like there's about 1/4 inch all the way around. Double checking, everything looks good. Make sure one angel wing comes under the bridge. This is the bridge. And the other angel wing is to the right of the bridge. And then the angel wraps its wings around the bridge. I know that makes no sense whatsoever. Left over right. And then do right over. Snug but not tight. You're doing snug but not tight pulls here. Okay, there. And I do one more for good measure. Right over left again to do a knot that is apparently supposed to stay forever. And I just leave these dangling because I don't know what I want to do with these yet. Do I want to hang something from them? I'm not sure, so I'm not going to cut them yet. And technically you can remove that because it is secured by your amazing, amazing ability here to place that. It's a good idea if you have a dry, nope, can't find one. There it is. I can't find one. I have one on my desk. I don't know where it is. Here's my bone folder number 2. Train your papers a little bit. It's a good idea. Make your book lay nicely, open nicely, and you're off and running. Okay, now we're going to move on to number 2. Here is number 2. The first thing I'm going to do is look for that dot so I know which is up and front. This is the up top of my front page. You're going to be folded, so you're going inside. Going to grab my next string. Oh my God, I got to relocate that. Oh, where did you go? The needle has a mind of its own. Be mindful where you put your needle because it just goes away somewhere. Oh, here it is, right here where I left it. Okay. Yeah, that's just me. Okay, I know you're all going, it's right there, Pam. We can see it. Don't you hear me? I do. I hear all of you. Okay, so now, and don't be surprised when you make the punch that inside, it's not right on the spine. On the outside it is. On the inside it's not. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Just thread it like we did. Middle, double checking, right? You got the front, top. Okay, in, out the back, and then we go middle, and then top. Here, middle, top. Sometimes you have to peek behind them if the pages migrate a little bit. And sometimes they do. It's okay. There we go. Pull that till you have a nice little tail there. You don't want to have it come through on you. Bottom, and then bottom of the book. Cover, and then through the middle again. Boy, I think this thing is working like Velcro. Okay, so now we have this. All right, let's make it even first of all. Yeah. Checking. Okay, that's nice and even. Now we're going to, here our bridge is here, one angel wing, other angel wing. Okay, and we will now snug, but not tight and tearing. Snug, but not tearing. Okay, left over right, right over left makes a, the knot tight. Okay, there's a little rhyme. I goofed it, but there we go. And then right over left again. Okay, then pull that down. This guy's in. We can remove this. Yeah. Okay, so that one is done, and now we're just going to do the last one. And this is this little lovely with all this spooky stuff. I love that. That's just so much fun. And when you're making your stencils, you can use different colors, which gives you, you know, it can go along with different themes that you might be making as you're making your journals, which is so fun. Or you can make them all neutral, and then they'll go with anything, which is also fun. Okay, so through the middle. Come on. I don't want to go. Okay, through the middle of the spine. Got that. Am I the right way? Let's double check. I think not. No. There. You see, I was upside down. There's my double front. This meant front and front top. So the very front signature, the front of this signature, and the top of that signature. So you're going to know it. Your signature is not going to sit in the place it's supposed to, and that's a clue. You may have it upside down. And you'll be scratching your head going, what happened? I sewed it in. It should be fine. No, you got to keep the orientation right. That's the key. Orientation is your friend. Make a little mark, put a little paper clip, just something, and do it consistently. And you will be good to go. Life will be grand. You'll be making lots of journals. Yep. Now this happens. Sometimes it comes unthreaded, but because this eye is so nice and fat, it's just really... But watch out for this too. The hook around, sometimes this gets hooked around, and then you'll end up with a loose signature. So watch out for that. That's another thing to watch out for. Okay. Little tips from the trade here. Okay, got that. Now we're going in the back. In the middle, this is the last one. We're coming home, as we do in the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And, okay, you have your bridge. Now put an angel wing on either side and then even them up a little bit. You'll figure it out. Just pull on the thread and you'll figure out how to even it up correctly. Okay, snug but not tearing. Okay, right over left, left over right. Makes them knot mighty and tight. Okay, there you go. There's some version of that out there, but that's pretty much the gist of it. It'll give you a nice locked knot. All right, so now we're going to just do this. You can do it this way too. That. All right, see how we did. Okay. All right, not bad, not bad. Okay, we're about an inch, we're about a quarter of an inch in. Okay, and the reason why it's not looking exactly flush there is because of this and the way it's laying. So if I flatten this out a little bit more, it'll probably come more together. Does it come together? Yeah, or if not, it's sinking back into your spine. See, that can happen too. And that will cause the middle of your pages, see that? See that? Yeah, to pull in. But if you store your book strong and you make a strong spine, you're not going to get this. And that's going to pull your pages in. It's not bad for the book. A lot of books you will see will have the natural C shape here. It happens all the time. But that's why it's happening, okay? Because we are adhering directly to the spine, and there's not that... We are adhering directly to the spine, and there's not that floating area where the book block is glued together on its back surface, and then the front and the back are glued in, so it doesn't matter where the spine is. But in this case, it will have a little bit of page translation because of that, but I think it's okay. All right, so now we have all these strings down here. Okay. And then we have our journal. And the nice thing about these journals is every page opens flat. It's very easy to write on any page or decorate on any page because of this 3-hole pamphlet stitch design, which makes it very easy and useful for anybody to use it for anything. So now I think I'm just going to clean you up a little bit. My goodness, there's like all sorts of stuff here. Now, keep yourself a clean, crafty space. Probably would be better with a cloth, like one of those flour sack tea towel things. And there you go. Yeah, done. Why is that one so high? I don't know. I must have wiggled. I wiggled when I woggled. Okay. And if I'm unhappy with that one that's sticking up, I can grab this block. Okay. Now, if I have one I can come along with that sanding block. Where is it? And do some of this. And if it's really high, you might be there for a bit, but it will definitely sand it down and bring it into alignment. So don't forget about this trick, because this is kind of nice. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about there. Okay. Yeah, is it still up? Well, maybe a little bit. So I could keep sanding that. I guess it was the way I was holding it. I think I pushed it back in. But I think it's all right. So there you go. And notice how this one isn't folded as creasefully as the others are. So we work on that a little bit. This is the little massage at the end. That may be why that one is not sitting where it should be. I'm just coming in here with the thumb first. There. There. Okay. Going to the back, going to the back, going to the, whoop, that's in the next signature. Let's see if we can make this signature a little flatter with itself. Okay. This little bit does help. Okay. I don't think it's going to help with this, but it is going to help with where it rests in the book, in the thing. It seems to be sticking up more and more the more I do to it. Let's make sure my tightness is good. Okay, all right, so I know what's going on. Oh, okay, there we go. I think I need to just move these around a little bit and it'll be fine. I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good. I mean, it's not atrocious, you know? And let me just sand it a little bit more. There we go. All these little, you know, end moments where you just want to kind of... Now I'm taking off all of my, inking there, but I can just re-ink it because it's still together in one signature block. I must have moved when I, instead of, when I was sewing it in, I moved. And that's why that happened. And there you go. You end up with one of those. So let's see. It shows a lot now because the inking is off. And I'm looking for my brown dauber. Where are you, brown dauber? Brown dauber of dubberness. Is it just me? Does this happen to other people? Where does... Oh, okay, it was under my guillotine. That could happen to anybody, right? All right, let's try darkening all this up again. It has such a... I wish you could feel it. It has such a nice velvety feel when you do that sanding. It just really feels good. Yeah, there we go. Now we're all in there again. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. So this guy is ready for the next stages of whatever he will become. I may keep this one a pure writing journal because I think it really lends itself to that. May do a little bit of decorating, maybe light decorating, but I think we'll leave it at that for this video, just so you can get the idea of, you know, different pages that you can put in here. Very simple concept with the pages, but I think it lends itself to this mysteriousness of this book. So I hope you had fun here. Don't forget, I've got my 25% off my merchandise store, which is basically my t-shirt shop. And that is going on all through November. So that is my t-shirts, sweatshirts, zipped hoodies, mugs, totes, and water bottles. If you like the phrase create with reckless abandon, or there's a lot of reckless abandon going on here today, and or everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise, and you can get that on any of those items I just listed. If you would like that for yourself or for a loved one, a fellow crafter, family member, I got you covered. The code is crafty25, and I think it's capitalized crafty, C-R-A-F-T-Y, 25, and all one word, and you just punch that in. And it's also on the, if you click on my merchandise link down below, the code is right on the main page of when you click on that. So have fun with that. And Sunny, do you have anything that you would like to add? Yeah, okay, I'm coming. Oh yeah, don't really have much choice here, just rolling in. Yep, okay, now what we got? All right, coming in. Hey, y'all. I'm country today. Hey, y'all, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know, it's maybe because who's Marm? Yeah, who's Marm? Mom had a farm life, did you, Kit, recently? So she went a little country, yeah. And I think Mom was looking for some cowboy boots, yeah. So I might be saying y'all for a while. Y'all. You are? Okay. Okay, well, I think you do that very well. You do country really well. Do you like country music? Yeah, I do. Do you know how to two-step? I four-step. I can only four-step. It's the only thing I know how to do. It's 4-step, Mom. Okay. Do you know what horses like for treats? They like treats? Horse treats? They sound really big, Mom. Mom, can you get me horse treats? What are horse treats? Well, I think that they're sugar cubes or carrots. And the sugar cubes are probably bad for the horses because they'll rot their teeth, right? Oh, I'm sure they're horrible, but maybe back in the day. Okay, I'll pass on the horse treats. Do they ever get chicken? Do they get chicken, Mom? Tell me, do they get chicken? I don't think so. No, probably not chicken. Oh, okay. Well, let's move along then. Okay, happy crafting, everybody. I'll see you next time, and maybe we'll have elephant treats. I don't know. Okay, son, thank you very much for that. We do appreciate your kindness to spend a few moments with us. Okay. And if you don't know, please join my free monthly email newsletter. Why? Because you get a free digital image emailed to you every month. Some really cool picture from olden days gone by that you can print out at home and use in your junk journal or artwork any way you like. Just have fun with it. I try and put several sizes on the one sheet so you can have a lot of fun with it. And along with that, you're going to get a note from the bookmaker which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it. And you can print that out and tuck it into the front of your junk journal. And I put it in Word and PDF so you can change it and make it your own, change the wording, change the font style, change the size, whatever you like to do. You can play with it or just print it out as is and use with my blessings. And I also give you a list of page ideas, and I have a matching video series called Never Endless Book Page Ideas, I think it's called. And the ideas on that list are going to be demonstrated 4 different ways in a junk journal so that you can get an idea of how to take one idea and use it multiple different ways so you can get your journals decorated. And there's also a very long and extensive junk journal supply list to keep your eyes open for out there in the world. And also junk journal tips from me, updates from the Paper Outpost, peeks at new DigiKits coming out, and, just fun stuff in general. So feel free to sign up for that. I have my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcast, New Material Audio, comes out Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can listen to it on most podcast platforms, or just click the link down below if you don't have a podcast platform. And you can also watch video podcasts on the other days of the week. And if you want to actually watch the video and listen to that audio at the same time, go to Spotify and you can do both. And I have an Etsy shop where when I have journals or bundles made. And remember, keep an eye in November. I'm going to be putting a lot of stuff through, and it might come through rapidly. Several things might come through in the same day. We're just, I've got a lot of things I've been working on here, and I would really like to offer them up for you guys to maybe gift give or something like that, or maybe special gifts for yourself. And what else? Oh, I sell DigiKits, which are printable images. There's 5 pages, and they're full of different images on each page. So there might be, 45 images in all the 5 pages. And they're themed, and there's, I believe, over 180 different DigiKits right now, and you can buy those in my Etsy shop. Just so you know, my merchandise shop is different than my Etsy shop. I know that can be confusing sometimes. So the merchandise shop is basically the t-shirt shop. The Etsy shop is the junk journal and DigiKit shop and FUNDLE shop. Also in my Etsy shop, I sell FUNDLEs. FUNDLEs are collections. I do have one right here. Of old and interesting papers. So that if you're looking for fun things to make a junk journal with, there's over 100 pieces of interesting things in here, like antique ledger, checks, postcards, receipts. Those are always the things I think of, but there's so many different things in there. And I'm always trying to make it better all the time and more interesting and more fascinating. As I expand the things that I'm looking for and that I'm collecting, I want to give you new and exciting things to explore as well. There's music pages, dictionary pages, a science section, a nature section, a foreign language section. There's some beautiful German Gothic font pages. Just so many things. Old photographs, old currency. Yeah, and there's going to be, if you're a collector or a historical person of any type, or maybe you would like to be, you're going to find some interesting pieces in here. So yeah, there you go. And that does include free priority shipping to you for the one flat rate. And I also have a print and mail service. If you like DigiKits, but you don't like printing them out, or you don't have a printer, you want the no muss, no fuss version, I offer a service. It's you just like, it's not an ongoing service. You just buy it if you want it. It includes 10 DigiKits of your choice. So you go and you find me 10 names of the DigiKits. I only need the first 2 or 3 words to know which one you're talking about, and send that list to me either through Etsy message or to pam@thepaperoutpost.com, which is my email address. And then just by the print and mail option, it includes free priority shipping as well, and you do not need to buy the individual DigiKits along with that. So it's just the one purchase that'll get you 10 kits, which is 50 pages printed, and I do print them out on lightweight cardstock. So they're ready to go. You can use them for junk journal cards or pockets or tucks. They're in a nice thickness, ready to go. And let's see what else. Oh, you can find me on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Come and join our Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun over there doing weekly and monthly challenges. And love seeing what you guys make over there. You guys are so inspirational. If you want some inspiration, if you get stuck and you don't know what to do, just have a gander over to see what folks are doing over there. So people post what they have made from the ideas from these videos, along with the weekly and monthly challenges that I give. They're easy. They're fun. They're just meant to inspire you, to make you playful, create, explore, and that type of thing. And if you're looking for the weekly or monthly challenges, they're in the guides tab. So I don't know why it says, why can't it just say challenges or something? I can't change that word guides that I know of. So there's a guides tab at the top. And if you click on that, you'll see all the weekly and all the monthly challenges. And you are welcome to do previous weekly or monthly challenges. You're not just locked into the current one. But yeah, have fun at that. You guys are posting amazing things, so have fun. Remember that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. And we made our journal today. Happy crafting. Bye.